Mr. Laradola from the Damage Report. This is 3:49 Pacific Standard Time, July 30th, 2023, the Weaver Transea of Roseman, California. The diary of the griever named John Weaver, which is me. All right, we got to respond, and I had to respond in my own kind, in my own way. Sometimes I will comment on other items, and I will do a video. I'm responding to what you had. Greg Abbott finally gets what he deserves. Yeah, I read some of those lovely comments and those lovely people out there, if I can call them that. I don't think these folks actually understand what's at stake concerning about human dignity and human rights, and not to mention human lives being wasted at the same time. Now, yes, we do have coyotes transporting human people across the borders, and people are having conniption fits over the damn thing. But the immigration and nationalization is supposed to be taking care of the damn thing, not to mention ICE, if we still have those agencies still working for us. And yes, fentanyl is in the United States, but also coming through other parts of the border. You see, when they refer to the border, they're always looking at the Mexican border. The U.S. Mexican border, right there. Um, the people forget geography, history, and everything else, John. May I call John, please? And we are surrounded by borders. If we're understanding this, we have the Canadian border, which is smoking us out. We have the Atlantic border, which is boiling over, not to mention the Pacific waters. We do have shipping ports on both West and East Coast. We don't have enough people searching through every cargo container coming through, nor do we have a constant inspection of every vehicle, of every ship that comes into the United States ports on both sides. We don't have enough custom agents to tear open every package out there to see if fentanyl's there. It's getting through. We try. We try. That's the only thing we can do is try. We have people digging underneath the desert borders left and right. California's getting more and more notorious for that one. They keep discovering more and more entry holes into San Diego County, which borders on Mexico. So the fentanyl is going to come in one way or another, or it's going to get manufactured in here one way or another. I'm saying it's here. And yes, we do need to have a lot of things and a lot of people, a lot of manpower to stem this damn thing. As for the human trafficking, yes, but you keep forgetting that the river crossing is not exactly the only way to getting into the United States. As I said before, we have borders open all over the place. Florida is open season because we get people coming through Cuba or from the other Caribbean islands floating into the shipping lanes. And yes, we do have the United States Coast Guard on patrol in those areas, in those waters, because this is their territory. We have Coast Guard patrolling up and down our coastlines at times. They happen to get a report, they go check it out. They don't get a report, nothing gets done. What Greg Abbott is doing on his Texas side of the border, we are dealing with a bunch of insanity from these people who think that they're above the law. It's like they reverted back to the old days when we just got our 13 colonies started. We wanted more power to the states, but less federal power to deal with things. And the states were unable to deal with the things, including properties being taken by force from those who actually defended our Constitution, defended of creating our country. I think the thing was Shays Rebellion, if I'm not mistaken, in my history. You might want to get back to me on that one. But Shays Rebellion is a crux, and people forget. And I've seen the comments on your page for this one. They flunked history. From kindergarten all the way if they ever actually made it into college. I'm struggling through history right now. I'm only 57 years old and I'm going through it a second time through college. Yeah, long story on my page, on my YouTube page. There's a lot of videos to go through. I can't stand Greg Abbott and his, or those who are like Greg Abbott, who think that human suffering is good for the soul. I keep thinking that we got an antichrist working at this point over here. Now, I know you're an atheist. I'm not going to knock it against that one. I'm not going to start converting you at this point over here and pointing my hands to you and say, you will be saved, you will believe, because I, with the pointing hand over here, pointing at the camera, will save your ass because I... fuck it. That's between you and the boss man upstairs, and I'm not getting involved in this one. But I can tell you that there are forces beyond our own recognition, our own understanding that we cannot prove just yet. But we have to have a matter of faith to do so. Me, I got indoctrinated into it a long time ago, before I got the formal education. You try having open heart surgery at the age of 4 years old and meeting or leaving your body 3 times and coming back 3 times, and let's see how your life has changed after that, my friend. I didn't get a chance to understand God through everyone else's way of doing it. I did it the hard way. It wasn't my fault. I was born that way. They keep blaming. Suffice it to say, I don't see linking plumbing going into Abbott's head, except maybe he does have his neurons crisscrossed somehow. His neurochemistry screwed up somewhere. And I don't think he actually has a human heart. I think he has a demonic heart. All the damn shootings happening. Remember Uvalde? Yeah, everything happening at this point over here. But I also blame the people on this one. See, you can't have charismatic. You can't have a leader who's spouting his crap without having the followers. And they have to follow the bastard. Those are your voters. That's the people of the state of Texas. They haven't done what they should have done. And every other maggot state we got that's red right now that's going through crap, including, if I'm going to have to bring up this one, let's see, it was called Sanctimonious. His real name was DeSantis. Oh, yeah, the little fascist Hitler over in Florida. Okay, that asshole. He's lying his teeth off left to right. He's trying to be Gerbler from the 1930s and 40s. The propaganda minister of bullshit. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We got him here. We got a lot of them here. So I'm also not going to knock it against you being liberal-minded. You are progressive-minded. You are trying to think beyond the extremes at this point over here, while trying to stay at central and trying to understand where the hell everyone else is going. Well, ape. That's the only thing I can tell you. I'm a libtard and a libturd. I unfortunately survive in the backyard of Leader McCarthy's kingdom or fiefdom here. Most of the people actually worship the guy and the old 45 gas bag. The only things I gotta say nice about that bastard. No, both bastards anyway. Yeah, but I don't push myself down people's throats. Unless, of course, I made a comment in the written areas concerning about a challenge being thrown up, and I think YouTube and Google are going to yank me on this one. Because what I've mentioned in there was something of not good. Basically, I wrote, Mr. Laradella, it seems like, the one before that one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. For those who support Abbott's way of dealing with the river crossings with razor wire, would you care to swim the river and take a selfie while crossing the razor wire and then tell the rest of the maggots it was fun with all the pain and blood and no EMS to save you? If this is supposed to be Christian, those upstairs are hovering above the book of life, whether to strike names off of it because of actions and thoughts being demonstrated here against God's kids. Just a thunk. I'm quoting myself on this one. I'm putting it on record. Not to mention, I said the other thing concerning about Mr. Laradorla. It seems like there are those who are a bit jealous of your good fortune and of your skin color. At times, they may question your point of view. However, keep on broadcasting, and congrats for being recognized as a libtard/libtard. Wear proudly, since the other maggots never left their mental depression and blamed it on everyone. This coming from a libtard who's surviving mental health and other things. At least my conscience is cleared and warped. I don't have to be a Karen, just me. My channel deals with grieving, mourning, mental health, surviving things day on a day-by-day basis, and sometimes I get political on the damn thing. I'm not apologizing for it. I'm too damn old and too damn mean right now as it is. Sometimes I get to be a little bit of a nice guy, but I don't give a shit at this point. What can I do? I'll show you something. Look on my left shoulder. The reason why I do my channel. Their ashes are on the top shelf. Other people won't care. I do my channel, I talk about them, I talk about myself, I talk about anything and everything. I hope you and Adriana are doing okay. Tell them to keep the damn AC and watch the damn power gauges. They're not out of summer yet.